Alright, we're trying again. The Gales Ferry Library. First ever library I remember going to. I'm sure we went to once when I was younger. Welcome to part 2 of the Connecticut series. There's only 2 parts. Don't worry about that. Today we'll go and visit some places from my childhood, which I guess we kind of did in part 1 as well, but including an abandoned church that was not abandoned when I was a child, and my favorite memory growing up of being at this library that is on the bit that I'm about to show you. Anyway, some other cool things too, probably. I don't remember because even the trip has been a while now. Anyway, enjoy! And I very specifically remember where the kids section is, and there is a book on Ireland that I loved and learned that they had a woman president before America. They rearranged. Back here on the back wall, there used to be another like half shelf right here. And then this was the kids section. And right here, I would sit with a big pile of books and try and pick out which ones we could check out. Looks like they expanded. I don't remember that being open. It may have been. And then upstairs was the more grown-up, like, kind of books. So this is the new kids section. They expanded to the, I guess, part of the community center next door back in 2018. And I can't tell you guys how happy it makes me just being in this library. Even though the books aren't where they used to be. There's a lot of new stuff, DVDs, and whatever. I have a lot of happy moments just in this building. Well, I guess technically the next door building, but it's just so cool. I want to see if I can find the Ireland book. I doubt that it's still here though. Alright, we're finally going to Triple B's Best Burgers and Brews. But looking at the way that sign is on the awning, I feel like they've also been here for a long time, so I don't know when my pizza place closed. Pretty sure that they were just closed last night because the storms and there's a power outage or something. Let's see if it looks different inside. I'm sure it looks a little different. Hi guys.
Exactly, that was my other fear.
Very different. So I got the Boss Man, which has like what's the name of the appetizer? It's got like basil and mozzarella and tomato and...
No idea what you're talking about.
Okay. Well, it's got basil and mozzarella and tomato and onions.
Mine was potato chips.
Yeah, his was called the couch potato, and then he also got chili cheese fries. I was tempted to upgrade my fries to blazing buffalo fries, but I didn't think that the flavor would go too well with this burger, so John asked the waitress, because I wasn't going to. Apparently, they've been here for about 9 years, and between the pizza place and this one, it's changed a few times, but the building owner has stayed the same. Just the different restaurants have changed. It was pretty good. What did you think?
I enjoyed it.
Trying to get a fly out of the car. I would recommend. It does seem more like an evening place than a lunchtime place. We were here a little early. We were like 11 to 12. But there was nobody in there. But it was very clean. They had a lot of options that all sounded really good. We enjoyed our burgers.
They had a Sheboygan burger.
Yep. She did not know why it was named after Sheboygan, even though basically nobody knows what Sheboygan is.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so on to the next. This is the church, the Shepherd of the Sea. They had Catholic services, Jewish, probably Muslim, I don't know. It was multi-denominational for the people who were part of the base here. So these were all like windows, and you can see it's not been kept up. The story of this church is that the architect designed it to be in California, not Connecticut. So you'd have all of these beautiful windows on both sides that had beautiful windows on both sides. So let all of this beautiful light in, and it was just be so pretty. But because we're in Connecticut in the winter, or even just the fall, it was very cold. You're not supposed to go in there. So this room over here is where we would have like after church brunch, and there would always be donuts, and then go to Sunday school afterwards.
I don't think there's donuts in here anymore.
I'm not going in there. That's how you get taken.
I wish I had better shoes on. I'd climb.
A lot of great memories out in this little courtyard. Oh geez. And some profanity and some racism over there. So we're gonna not show that part of the wall. I was an altar server here, and I distinctly remember every time I messed up in service, nobody else noticed except for maybe my dad, or the other servers in the moment. But like, I'd have to ring the bell or, you know, do different things like that. And I can never remember when I was supposed to be ringing the bell. Anyway, I don't know how much it's showing up on camera, but there's just a ton of broken glass. I'm guessing from the windows, and these were glass doors, of course. If I had tools, I could probably get one of those letters. But for the longest time, I thought, like, anytime I would picture my wedding when I was thinking that I'd get married in a church, it was this church. And especially at winter, where you could see just snow behind the altar all over the place. Also, the priest that was here, his name was Father Russo, and I just adored him. He wouldn't have been here. He was part of the military, the Navy, so he would have moved on probably not too much longer after we left. But in my head, it's Father Russo leading the ceremony, and yeah, at the Shepherd of the Sea. I guess that dream is officially dead. If it wasn't already, just based off of not planning on being married in a church. Seen some better days. Oof. This would be right behind the altar. I disappeared. And John didn't notice. We were in a scary movie. I could easily have been taken into these woods or into that abandoned shed thing. Well, the library was cool and upgraded and awesome. It was a little disappointing. Oh jeez. Not gonna film that. That is the Pequot Lighthouse. If we wanted to go up in it though, I guess we had to contact them in advance. I don't know if that's gonna work out. But here's the beach. Forever. Or, you know, maybe if you remember the combination.
Stealing my joke.
Alright, so here we are in Stonington, I think. Right on the tip. And we're gonna go to a lighthouse museum. Is that part of the museum?
It wasn't useful. She didn't want to come all the way up.
I'm up. I'm just not standing. It's cool though. We've got a bunch of other lighthouses to see today.
Alright, let's grab these Christmas lights and then we'll go.
We are now at the Point Judas Lighthouse that seems to be operational. Unfortunately, it is behind a bunch of fences for the Coast Guard and Homeland Security, so we can't go up there, but...
You can't climb a fence?
Not a government fence.
Government fences are the easiest fences to climb.
It looks cool. Wow. That's pretty great.
Huh?
It's pretty great. The ocean.
Yeah.
Much better than a lake.
It's stinkier, saltier. Lakes are much better. The Great Lakes, at least.
I think that you're just describing yourself. Stinky, salty. So now we are at the Beaver Tail Lighthouse Museum. It is, I think, the oldest lighthouse in Rhode Island.
It's not saying much, it's Rhode Island.
Yeah, it's the only lighthouse. No, we're at another lighthouse. Anyway, and like the third oldest in the country or something. I've seen online. I don't know. We'll find out more when we get in, I guess. But it also closes in like 45 minutes, so I don't know. I have to pee though.
I don't.
Exactly.
Whoa.
So
Dustpan worth $1,600.
that's a lighthouse near your house. So what would we get across? What are some of those others? I should know. Let's see. We can check the history.
Crossing a mere fraction of the extensive animal and vegetable waste revolutionized the illumination of lighthouses.
got one more spot.
Was 110% pure athleticism, ladies and gentlemen. Have you ever seen such a fine specimen?
Your head will lose that fight every time.
We made it to the top.
How'd you get us up here?
Now that we're on the side facing land, so hopefully we'll be able to scooch around.
We normally charge
Harry, we've reached the top.
I think this museum's a little bit better than the other museum, even though it's less expensive. And it's very cool up here. I thought that was going pretty good. So this mall is way less dead than the Crystal Mall in New London, Gales Ferry, Groton, wherever we were. It's pretty good. I haven't seen a mall this lively in a long time. But John found something to resale arbitrage, so I'm just walking around it a little bit before we meet up. So he's just putting it in the car. I wish that I could tell you about it. He is just crazy, and now we have to check it back. I don't know how we're gonna do this. Oh well. This is my first ever time at a Pinkberry.
This is what ruined frozen yogurt for me. There's nothing that's good.
I always went to the ones that were self-serve, and then you weigh it at the end. So I was surprised that Pinkberry was different. But I got the banana pudding with strawberry and honey granola.
I got original with strawberry and raspberry.
How's your Pinkberry?
It was delicious. I want another one.
Well, you're gonna have to break the rain if you want to go back in there.
Thank you.
Alright, we're gonna head to the hotel for the evening, pack our bags, see if we need to check a bag, if we need extra storage space. Who knows? Bought some good stuff.
We can just throw away your books and put all my stuff in that bag.
No. Incorrect. But it is a flood warning, at least where we are right now, so I'm hoping that doesn't affect the flights tomorrow morning.
It can't flood in the air.
That's true, but they have to be able to land and take off and stuff.
So put us on one of those planes that have the little jet skis on them.
Okay, I'll talk to Delta.
Okay.
So let's get on the road. I'm avoiding. I don't want to drive in the rain. I hate it so much.
I think you're gonna have to.
I know. Maybe if I talk long enough, it'll stop raining.
Maybe. Eventually it will.
Yeah, exactly. All right. We are staying in a different hotel tonight, very close to the airport because we have a very early flight tomorrow. So, let's go. This is the Mark Twain house. Made out of Lego. That's really cool. Didn't get to the Dr. Seuss Museum, but close enough. So in true Christiana fashion, we got to the airport about an hour before we can even start boarding, which is great for me. Not great for John. I did schedule in a little bit of buffer time because I thought that he would have a lot more pushback. But he's waiting to go through security a little bit. However, the way that we had to pack our bags, we were thinking that his bag might get stopped for extra screening. There's obviously nothing bad in there, but some of the stuff that he has that I don't know if he's sharing with the internet. That sounds suspicious. It's not I promise I would never. I'd never risk not being able to fly over something silly. Anyway, so he needed some more time to be able to get through security, and also he's waiting a little while to get through security. He doesn't like hanging out past that point. So, we're gonna find the gate, see if there's anything cool thereabouts, and see you later. Made it through security.
Tables must be in their upright and
Thanks for watching part 2. Sorry if this was weirdly put together. It was not my intent at the beginning to have 2 parts, so stick around. The next video, I don't know what it'll be. I don't know when it'll be, but I'm sure it'll be great.